So, what is meditation? Most people think meditation is sitting quietly on a cushion and emptying your mind and stopping your thoughts. It's not. Meditation is not about stopping your thoughts. It's about observing your thoughts and noticing your thoughts and just watching your thoughts. It's about creating a different relationship with your mind and getting to know yourself in a different way. Being curious and beginning to understand how your mind operates. It's about becoming present and just noticing. Noticing what's there, not trying to fix anything, not trying to judge anything. Just notice what comes up. Our brains have evolved to keep us alive, not to be quiet. So thoughts will naturally pop up. The goal isn't to stop them when they pop up. It's just to notice them without following wherever they go or about engaging with them. Watching your thoughts instead of getting pulled into them. Beginning to change your relationship with your mind and your thoughts. So most of us are familiar with two different experiences in our minds. One is the thinking mind, that constantly narrating and planning and remembering and analyzing. And the other is more of a distant observing state. It's noticing everything that's going on. It's when you become aware that you're aware. So can you watch your thoughts from this observer perspective? Like sitting on the side of a stream or sitting at a bus stop, just watching things go by, but not engaging with them, not judging them, staying neutral, just noticing, okay, right now my mind is thinking about when this person did this or when this person said that, or all right now my mind is thinking about what I'm about to do next. But trying to stay neutral and just observe the thoughts as they come up and just watch them go by. Because when we engage with thoughts, the emotions of those thoughts can start to be attached to those. And when the emotions come up, it can pull us out of a state of calmness. So by watching them, acknowledging them, saying, okay, I see you, your thought that just popped up, and letting it move on, you begin to detach from the thoughts, and the more you let them move on, the easier it is, and the more you will start to let them move on at a much deeper level. And if you do engage with a thought, it's going to happen, and realize you just went on a little journey with this thought. Be excited that you noticed your mind wandering. Celebrate when you become aware that you're following a thought, because the moment you realize that you're following a thought, you just observed your mind wandering, and it's not a failure. The more you observe your mind wandering, the more you're stepping into that observer state. So the more you notice it wandering, the more you're actually stepping into moments of meditation because you're observing your thoughts. So be excited when you notice your mind wandering. It's not failure. You're meditating. And by continuously bringing your mind back as it's wandering, you start to create new patterns in the brain and new connections in the brain. It's called neuroplasticity. So over time, the more often you meditate, the easier it is because you're forming those familiar connections in the brain. You can't be bad at meditation. Don't think of meditation as something you have to do just because it's on my to-do list. Meditation isn't about being goal-oriented. It's more about becoming present and engaging. It's more about quality than quantity. So if you're only sitting for 1 or 2 minutes, but you're fully engaged, as opposed to if you're sitting for 10 minutes, but you're thinking about, well, how long am I sitting here? And you're watching the clock the whole time. That's not great, because meditation isn't about thinking, it's about observing and watching. And meditation's like falling asleep. You can't force yourself to fall asleep. You can't say, okay, I'm going to fall asleep now. You can only create the ideal conditions that allow you to fall asleep, and then sleep happens. So some people like it dark when they sleep. Some people want it quiet. Some people want a noise machine. Some want it hot. Some want it cold. It looks different for everyone. And meditation should look different for everyone, because we've all had different experiences. Our brains are wired differently. We have different personalities. We like different things. So if someone comes to you and say, oh, this is what I do, and you try it and it doesn't work for you, that makes sense, because the same thing is not going to resonate with everyone. The key is to find what works for you. Because today we live in a world that's constantly offers us ways to avoid discomfort. We can reach for our phone. We can reach for food. We can stream something. There's lots of ways to distract ourselves. Where meditation invites us to do the opposite. Instead of running from our thoughts and distracting ourselves, we start to become curious about our thoughts and inquisitive as to how our mind works. We learn to watch our mind, and it helps us reconnect with ourselves on a different level and truly understand who we are on the inside. So whether it's sitting in meditation or every time you come to a red light, taking a full deep breath and just noticing, okay, what's my mind thinking of? Just finding what works for you.